Hello, dear. Thank you for making the time to come and see me. Um, is it okay for me to call you Doreen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from Queensland, but I've been living here for a while now, since last year.
Okay. All right. Oh. Well, is it okay if I share with you a little bit about who I am and what I do?
Yeah.
And then after that, you can share a bit about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Mary. I work up at the clinic with the alcohol and grog mob. Yeah. So I've been here for a few years now, and part of my role is to talk to people, not necessarily to tell them to stop what they're doing, but help them to stay safe and look after themselves, their family, and their mob here in the community, wherever it is. If it's here, if it's in another community, that's what I do. And we like to work best with our clients, how they see is good for them and what might work for them. So that's a bit about myself and the program that I work for. So I'm from Queensland too, but I've lived in the territory for a long time now. And I really like it, yeah. And I love living here in the community as well. And our program, we have a confidentiality policy as well. So confidentiality, did you know what that means?
Keeping things secret.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. So what we do is we don't. If you share some things with me, I won't share them with anybody else. Not even the police, not even territory families, unless you give me permission to. So if someone asks me, hey, you're talking to Doreen, is she drinking still? Or was she fighting last week? And if you told me that there was something that you were doing last week, I can't tell them unless you give me permission. I'll have to tell them, you know what, I have to talk to Doreen first to get permission from her.
That's good.
We can't.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but if I am worried about you, for your safety, you might have been feeling no good and wanting to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, then unfortunately I have to tell someone. Usually I'll tell my manager, and if it's and then we'll go from there. If it's really serious, we might tell the police as well, or other people. So people that's going to help you, because our main focus is about you and how you can be safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, you mentioned earlier, you said that you wanted to help, you're there to help people to drink safe, and I don't want to give up completely, but I wanted some help with my drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We can have a yarn about that. Did you want to share a bit about yourself?
Yeah, I have been wanting to stop drinking for a while, but it's really hard. It is, because I see that we've been fighting a lot, and we have children, and like, I don't want to see them seeing us fighting. It's not good, and yeah, I'd like to try and cut down and eventually stop.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you mentioned we. Are you able to share who that is that you're referring to?
My husband and the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it your family
Yeah.
or his family?
Both.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, so what we do is I'll just go through, share with you what we like to do with the program, some of the things that we have to do. Some of the things we have to do is there's an assessment that we do, but we can do that another time. Yeah? And there's also at the end of our yarn, when we finish yarning, we'll go through, there's some questions that I like to ask just to make sure that you're feeling okay, especially up here and here, having good spirit, so that we're feeling okay. So those are some of the things that we'll have to do. And but look, in terms of you were sharing that there's worries at home, you don't like to, you've noticed that when you and your partner are drinking, you tend to argue a lot. Yeah, can you share with me how much do you think you drink?
Yeah. We drink almost every payday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How many, when you and your husband drink each week, how many drinks do you think you guys drink?
Yeah, 5 to 6.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And same for your husband too?
Yeah, I think so. But
Yeah?
see, when I get to 5, I'm almost, yeah, get drunk and that. So I don't know how many he drinks.
All right. Okay. Do you guys, how much do you buy from the shop?
18 pack.
18 pack, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's the limit there for
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay. All right. And how often would you share those drinks with family?
Almost every time.
Every time?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many people would you share with usually? Would you say maybe about 4 or 5 people all up?
Yeah,
Yeah?
5.
Okay, all right. All right, so so they also have some from that 18 pack too, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So when we're probably looking at maybe about 4 drinks each or so? 3, 4 drinks? Yeah. Okay, all right. So, the reason why I'm asking these questions about how much you drink is that it helps us to look at what, if you're drinking at a safe level. There's no safe drinking. There is no, and some people think that they're still safe. It's okay to drink 1 or 2 cans, but there's actually no safe drinking level. It's not safe to drink alcohol. Alcohol is not good for our body, it's poison. But we can look at, are we drinking at a level where we're not going to do too much harm to ourselves. Yeah, so, and there's this thing that we look at, and it's called the Odyssey. And we'll have a look a little bit in this yarning tool here, a little bit about that one. And it just measures how much you drink and whether you are at a low risk to yourself, medium or high risk. Looking at a good level, a level that's not going to do damage to your body, or if you're drinking at a level where it's going to make you feel really no good quickly, or do a lot of no good things to your health. So when I mean that, sometimes people feel really no good, especially if they're diabetic, and if they're drinking a lot of drinks, each time they drink, grog has a lot of sugar in it, so it's going to hurt some of their organs, yeah. So that's why we always say that it's we look at ways our program looks at how we can reduce the harm to ourselves. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to talk a bit about your family again. So it's just you said your husband and you drink. In your household, are there other people that drink as well?
Yeah, just families. They come over and just join with us, and yeah.
They don't live with you though?
No.
No. Okay, all right. Yeah. And and you mentioned earlier that you're finding it hard to, like, you still want to drink, but there's a lot of family humbug that come through, and I just wanted to know, how does that make you feel when family are humbugging you?
Yeah. I really wanted to stop, but it's really hard when they come, and because family is important, and sometimes when they come and humbug for drinks, like sometimes when we drink, they want to continue, and sometimes we have to check in for more drinks and that, and yeah, it makes me feel no good.
Yeah. So sorry, I thought you had said before that you I must have misheard you before. I thought you said you wanted to still drink. So you want to stop?
I do want to
Yeah.
stop, yeah, but not all at once. Like yeah,
You want to slow down?
yeah, slow down, and yeah, and I wanted to if you can help me to yeah, eventually slow down and then to stop drinking.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And have you tried to stop drinking before? Have you stopped like given up grog before?
No.
No. Okay. All right. When did you first start drinking?
Last year.
Yeah. All right. So you're in your mid-30s, yeah. So you've never drank before previous to that?
No.
All right. Okay. Was there? Can you share what made you want to drink, or what led you onto the path of drinking?
Yeah. I came over here, and I'm away from my families, and yeah, and I have some issues, and yeah, I have some issues because I'm away from my families, and then we don't normally talk about it, and sometimes like I just want to drink and yeah, forget about everything.
Yeah. Okay. So would it be okay for me to say that perhaps when you moved back here, you left your family back in Queensland, and you missed them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss them very much.
Yeah. Was your husband always drinking as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've come back to community here. You miss your family. You said your husband was drinking a lot. And were you guys always arguing only when you drink, or have you guys been arguing even before you started drinking?
Only when we're drinking.
Yeah. So what about when you weren't drinking? So before you started drinking last year, were you and your husband arguing a lot then?
No.
No? Okay. All right. So if I'm on the right path, because I just want to get a better understanding. So when before you started drinking last year, you and your husband, we were okay. You guys were okay. You weren't arguing and fighting like you do now. And you were with family.
Yeah.
And then when you came back here, moved back to community, you left your family, and you started missing them a lot. And there was other. You were missing your family a lot, and then you started to drink, and then when you started to drink, it started causing problems between you and your husband, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Sometimes when we have a lot on our mind and we have a lot of things, worries that we've got, sometimes it leads us to do things that we don't normally would do. Yeah, and that's not just you, it's lots of people around the world. It happens to people like that. Yeah, all right. With your family, do you talk to them all the time? How often do you talk to your family back at home?
Once a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And how does that make you feel when you talk to them?
I feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
One thing is when we move over here, he doesn't work, he just lives on Centrelink and I work, and there's a lot of things, so those are the things that have caused me to just started drinking because I cannot cope well with those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, all right. And the kids go to school? They go to school?
Yeah, I only have two small ones here.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
With me.
And how are they liking it here in the community?
Yeah, they seem to like it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Okay. What we this one here, it's called the Yarning About Alcohol, and it's about us yarning about grog and not doing a test, or sometimes you go to the clinic or you might go to the police station, they might ask you so many questions. Yeah, this one here we like to say it is the yarning one because we can just have a talk about it. Yeah, and we don't want to make you feel bad, we don't want to make anybody feel bad. So I'll give you this one just to have a look at it when you get a chance. But in here it has this little section. So we did the audit C. That's just trying to find out how much you drink and what level you're drinking at. Yeah, and with that being said, just because it might say that it's really bad or it's medium risk or really high risk, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get sick, or you're really bad, or yeah, that just gives us an indication that okay, perhaps we might look at how we can get down to the lower risk one so that you can stay safe, healthier. But in this one here, there's also one around setting goals. Okay. There's one about setting goals in here, and it's small goals that we can look at. With our program, we don't tell people you have to do this. You have to, if you want to slow down, you have to do this, so on, so on. No, we don't tell you. We don't tell our clients. We like our clients to have a yarn and have a think about what might work for them. Yeah. I always say to my clients, and I always say to people, I can't tell people what to do. I can't tell you what to do. No one can tell you what to do. How you should change. You. It's me, I tell you. Yeah. What do you think will work best for you? That's how our program works. We don't tell our clients what to do or how they should do it. We like to work with the client, and at the end of the day, you know what's best for you, not me, not anybody else. We might say, hang on, hey, that sister over there, she's drinking, getting into trouble with police. Okay, we see that. But for her to make that change, that person has to realize that there is a need for change, and that what can they do about it? Sometimes we need a bit of help, like what you're doing now, you're talking to me. So that's exactly spot on what you said. No one knows better how you should do it, make that change for you, but yourself. Yeah, and with this yarning about alcohol tool, we call it a tool. In here, there's a section here where we can talk about those particular goals. Them's goals. It can be small goal, it can be really big goal, but it's they are your goals, and they are goals that you can for you to know how you can work towards making that change. Yeah. So that one, when we go to, I'll book you in. I'd like to see you next week if that's okay.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah, good. I'd like to see you next week. I'll give you some work to do in the meantime when you go home, yeah? I'd like you to think about what do you think will work best for you to make that change that you want to make slowly. You said that you wanted to stop drinking, but not straight away. You want to slowly cut down. So that's, I want you to have a think about how do you think you can do that. And if it's okay, I'll give some suggestions, but I'll ask for permission first. If you want, if it's okay, I can share my ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll wait for next week, because it's I understand it's hard sometimes when we meet someone for the first time and we want to tell them our story. Yeah, and so I'll give you this one so you can have a look at it and have a look at the goals. Don't have to fill it in. We can talk about it next week. Okay. Yeah.
If I want to fill it in, can I do that?
You can fill it in. This is yours, and this is a guide. It's something that we can refer to. So come next, in 3 months' time, I might go, you might say, Mary, this is where I wanted to do this one. I wanted to check. I've done this one. What can I do now? Then we can go, oh, you've done your goal. You've achieved it. Good on you. And then we can look at something else. Or if we haven't done it yet, we can go, it's a reminder for us. I haven't worked towards this one. Maybe I need to work towards that one. Yeah? Yeah. But I'd really like to see you next week. Especially, you had mentioned that you only started drinking last year, and I'm really wanting to know what was happening at that time for you to be able to turn to alcohol to get away from. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy too. I'm very thankful that you came. Thank you very much. I'll give you that one, all right? And then I'll put in a time with the clinic, but I will come and pick you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming.